But speaking of hello.
Good evening to you both.
Oh, konbanwa.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Konbanwa, my lord.
I've got a brand new konbanwa, my lord, and I'll give you the key.
So what would it be like? Konbanwa watashi no ki desu?
I don't know.
Which
know what that means.
Like, konbanwa is good evening. Watashi no is to represent mine or my possession or something. And then no, it's not key, is it? Key is tree.
No, key's what you put in the door to unlock it.
Oh no, I did know what actual key was as well.
Clavier.
But no, I think I was thinking of kami rather than key.
Oh.
Kami desu.
Not shin.
So, konbanwa watashi no kami desu. Or yeah. Whatever you want to go with. I'm still learning, okay? I've only just learned that there's more ways of saying and.
Oh.
Depending on whether it's like nouns together, nouns and verbs together,
shit.
adjective. Oh yeah.
I discovered this in Ukrainian as well. They've got 3 ands. One of them is just straight up and. One of them is like halfway between and but. And then the other one is also straight up and, but just sometimes they use that one instead.
Yeah, actually, I think one of these ands in Japanese you can also use as because.
Oh.
I know.
Why do they do this?
Why cannot everyone just speak English?
Yeah,
good,
who
like
speak a
I
fucking
do.
lingo?
In it. In it, though.
It's like their revenge for all our words that like every letter's pronounced differently in every different word.
Yeah.
They're finally getting their revenge on us.
This is, Universal Translator would be a world-changing thing.
Do you want something slippering into your ear?
That's it.
Little,
Babelfish. Babelfish, Babel, Babel, Bubble.
I always said Babel because of like the Tower of Babel. I assumed it was that.
And
but I don't know if it's ever
people say
been...
that, like, babbling, blah, 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 you're blabbling, babbling again. Oh, God, that's...
Barbarian.
Yeah.
Do you know that? That's why they were called barbarian, just because the ancient Greeks thought that anyone who wasn't Greek sounded like they were going ba 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 when they were talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I didn't know that. You've learned something new today on...
The poo.
Facts with Kristian.
And now it's time for Kristian's facts.
I
Facts 8.
I hesitated because I was trying to think of a way to like lead it into our normal introduction.
I sensed that, but
yeah,
the moment it dissipated.
It did. Yeah, it did not pass.
Unlike kidney stone.
Oh. Speaking of kidneys, no.
Oh. Jesus.
I didn't know that's where you were going.
Hang on just a minute. There we go.
Okay, there we
go. Right, hello, yes, hi, hello, hello, hi. Welcome back to, excuse me, Clear the Throat, Inaudible. The podcast is impossible to listen to. When I flicked my cup there, not a euphemism, to make a tink noise as if I was pushing out a kidney stone, that really fucking hurt my fingertip because I flicked it very hard.
It was for naught because I did not hear it.
Well, it'll come through on the recording. I thought it might have been noise gated.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Oh, finger bruised.
Oh.
Yeah.
Won't be crossing them no more.
No. We'll cross that finger when we wish it.
When we come on it.
Yeah, we'll cross that finger when we come on it. So...
La-ti-da.
You know how Davros has a robotic hand?
I do. Added in Big Finish, wasn't it?
Yes, in the...
That where you were going? I don't know where, but...
Was it
in the Juggernauts? Was it in the Juggernauts?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
we did listen to that one.
That's the first time Davros... Because he loses the hand in one of the TV stories, and then the next canonical appearance is or semi-canonical, is the Juggernauts, and the Doctor remarks that he's got a metal hand to replace the one he lost.
Oh.
So I saw a video in my suggested videos on YouTube that was like, it was about how, continuity and Davros, and so I clicked on it thinking, oh, I wonder if they're going to talk about the hand. But it was literally just like a mashup, a cut together of all his scenes from the TV show. It wasn't anything like that. But in the comments, someone commented in the comments, and they left a comment.
Really?
The channel name
Where
is...
did they leave this comment?
Well, it was actually, and you'll never believe this, it was in the comments.
It was in the
Oh my
community
God.
post.
Yeah, community tents.
Yeah.
His channel name is Wild Die Woodard, but he, because someone commented talking about the hand.
Wow,
So obviously
Guy
someone else
Woodard.
clicked on this video thinking the same thing that I did, and then was disappointed enough to leave a comment about it. But this guy,
As
Wild
you
Die,
were maybe going to do because you were heading down to the
I was
comments.
going to see if
and you
anyone
just
had mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
But this guy, Wild Die Woodard, replied to this comment saying, I actually gave him the mechanical hand in my Big Finish audio, The Juggernauts, which predated the on-screen reveal by 3 years.
Oh,
It was the actual guy.
oh. And who wrote the Juggernauts?
This guy.
Yeah, but what?
Maybe I should have prepared this for the... It was written by Scott Allen Woodard.
Okay.
And
Odd name he'd choose then, but
But then someone replied to him doing the thing that people love to do on the internet, where they think they know better than the person who 100% knows everything about the thing they're talking about. The guy said, oh, well, judging by the cover art, it looks to be a different hand. Blah, 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 blah. And the guy replied back, like, yeah, but that's down to the cover artist of that audio. But he's added this, which I liked. RTD did tell me that he wanted to maintain continuity from what I had written. So we've always kind of assumed that. There it is from Word of God.
oh, nice, nice.
I just wanted to let you know what I read on the internet this week.
I've got a little bit of, well, I'm not gonna say fun news.
A little bit of Monica in your life, a little bit of Erica by your side.
A little bit of news that might make you laugh.
Okay.
Let's
Sorry, that's my
see.
keyboard.
Here's a decent picture. Let's copy this image.
Oh,
Plop him in the
I wonder-
inaudible chat,
wonder what it's going to be.
and then tell you that this is a canonical Digimon from a Digimon game.
So it's Agumon with
What
a
the
comb over
hell?
and white gloves and a Hitler moustache.
What is that?
And it's
Okay.
literally.
I just
my
noticed the
think
Hitler
it's-
moustache.
Yeah, I think that the name it's given is like Agumon Führer or something, and
God.
it was in the Japanese only version of the Digimon trading card game video game.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think actually here's it's an image of it within game.
Wait a sec. Go back.
Oh, has he got a little red armband as well?
Yep.
God. Why did I think that was a good idea?
Hitler
oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have the same impact in the non-Western world that he
Japan,
does in the
yeah,
Western world.
yeah.
It's kind of like, how Chinese
yeah.
people might view Chinggis Khan, for example, as opposed to someone over here.
I don't know who it is, but okay.
Genghis Khan.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get what you
Trying
mean.
to be racially sensitive and pronounce it properly. It's the problem with things like that. If you talk about
Oh, yeah,
Julius
Khan.
Kaiser, no one knows who you're talking about either.
Yeah.
Oh, I just googled Agumon Führer, and one of the pages is just the German Digimon wiki
Oh dear.
of Agumon. Agumon sind kleine, orangefarbene Reptilien-Digimon vom Typus Serum auf dem Rookie-Level. So vaccine is serum, like a serum.
Oh, makes sense. Hope everyone's had their serums over there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, such a shame Agumon Führer has never made it into another game.
Oh well, we've played trading card game once before. I was gonna say. Reason to go back and play the Japanese version, maybe?
Digimon trading card game, The Quest for the Führer.
Yeah, it's our quest to defeat him. We have to...
Oh, yeah, defeat him. Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of wacky foreigners, it's the Eurovision Song Contest tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Today is...
I've never really watched it.
Oh, really? I thought that would have been well up your alley.
No, it's. I think I tried to watch it a few years back. And I don't know. I've just never really kind of gotten into it. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. It does seem like it would be my kind of thing, but I've just never really. I've never really clicked with it, I guess.
I will say a few years ago, it went through a really shit phase. Like, because it used to be, I always remember growing up as it being like the kind of the wacky foreigners sort of thing. And it was entertaining. And then a few years ago, for a couple of years, it was like just all quite serious, boring songs. And last year was, and the year before, well, it wasn't on the year before, was it? Last year was back to entertainment, which was very good.
Okay,
but this,
I might give it another chance then.
So Britain or the UK normally puts in a really crap song, with no, because it's not just about the song, it's also about the staging. It's got to look good as a like an entertainment thing, and ours is normally a crap song where the person just stood in the middle of the stage, maybe shaking their hips a little bit and singing. But this year they've actually gone for it with it's a good song. It's not the style of music I'm normally into, but you can tell it's a good song. And they've like
the band come out completely nude apart from their ties.
Exactly.
And a top hat.
And Matt and
British. Izzy. Oh, okay.
And yeah, they've quadrupled the staging budget for our performance this year as well, and it's actually second favourite to win behind Ukraine. So, well done. So yeah, hopefully we're not embarrassed this year. They've got a guy. He's the most followed or most viewed musician on TikTok or something like that. No, most popular UK musician on TikTok.
They represent the UK.
Yeah. And they do. So the last time we did vaguely well, it was Andrew Lloyd Webber did a song, and they did like a tour of Europe, doing like the media circuit, and that translates to votes. I was reading this article about this a few minutes ago before the podcast, and the team behind it this year have they've done a similar thing, but they've said they've had the realization that, you know, each country can give you 12 points. So Germany can give you 12 points, France can give you 12 points, but so can San Marino and Malta, and it's a lot easier to make yourself popular in San Marino than it is across the whole of Germany, for example. So they've treated it a little bit like a political campaign, just targeting key areas. So good luck to Sam Ryder in the Eurovision Song Contest.
I don't know good luck in Japanese.
Gambate.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I'm quite disappointed. No one has. I can't have Eurovision chat with anyone because I really love it. I've got a big folder full of classic songs on my desktop.
Stick it in the filing cabinet with talks about snooker and Wheel of Time and other things that.
When are you motherfuckers going to read the Wheel of Time?
I don't really read anymore, though.
Do you think I give a shit?
That's buy me the audiobook. There you go. Buy me the audiobook or get me it somewhere for a price, and I'll listen to it. But I don't really read anymore, and I haven't really since like college. And I don't know if like it's just, I don't know. It just takes me ages to read, and I give up like a couple of chapters in.
Oh,
well. I'm better with media learning than reading learning. I don't know. Maybe it's my dyslexia or something.
Well, that would be a strong candidate for not having great success with reading.
Yeah. I can read fine. I'm just slow, and I occasionally have to reread stuff in order to take it in properly and make sure I've understood it the way it was meant to be understood, and I've not Yeah. So it's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
That's fair enough.
Anyway.
What else is going on?
Well, there's the big.
Oh, of course, how could I
news.
forget? Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. So,
Doctor News.
everyone listening to this, you've probably seen the news already, but on the off chance that someone was trying to do what we were trying to do and avoid all news.
And you've managed to so far, which fair fucking play. It took us like you less than a day, and then me like 2 days, and then I found out or something.
Yeah. So this is your warning. We're
did
going to
you
talk
guys-
about it now. Go ahead about 5.5 minutes. You should be okay.
So
Okay. How
spoilers,
did you guys find out?
spoilers to the world. YouTube thumbnails, obviously.
No,
Yeah, fair enough.
no I just
But
I just,
luckily,
literally-
I've never seen the guy in anything, and I don't know him. So
No, I haven't either.
I kind
I've
of
heard he's.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I kind of want to keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm not
Because-
sure to or not. I don't know. Like, because I've heard he's really good. It's a show called Sex Education on Netflix, and he's in that. And I've heard he's amazing in that. And I don't know whether to watch it or not.
In case it
Well,
gets your hopes up.
I watched. I'm about to dash your hopes up onto a mountain, like the upwards version of dashing. So I did watch because his characters there's like Fe or something or Effiong or something like that. I looked up just his character on YouTube and there's various compilations. Number one, the show looks funny as fuck in general, and I quite want to watch it.
I've heard.
Okay.
Heard it's very funny.
And number two, his performance is really good. So I'm
Okay.
quietly
Oh,
hopeful.
nice.
Yeah, especially with a good writer.
I'm still. I think I want to do what I did with Matt Smith, where I went into it not knowing anything about the guy, and then
He wasn't in anything, though, was he?
No.
But that's
That one
anything
clip,
but
on it.
that's what I mean though. It's like if I don't get any kind of established like
Yeah.
what I think they're going
Yeah.
to possibly be like, then A, it'll be more of a surprise, and B, it hopefully won't be what happened with Whittaker, where I looked up her stuff, thought, oh, she's going to be really great in this. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
what happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like, she was great in Broadchurch.
yeah. Whereas with Matt Smith, I didn't look anything up. For maybe his first couple of episodes, I was still imming and ahhing, but then you just grow to love him, and he was great.
Yeah. Okay, now I might wait then. I might wait.
That's just, you don't have to. That's just what I'm personally doing this time, especially because I
Well,
do
I-
react to them.
Yeah, I do keep saying about how like, oh yeah, I need to get around to watching this show, and then I just never do. It just takes me forever. So it probably be the case
That's
of that. Like,
like-
yeah, I'll watch it, and then
Looks over at my
Right.
mountain of scrolls to watch.
yeah,
Should we,
you know, I'll
should, we,
just be like, yeah,
should,
I'll watch it. And
should we just mention who the guy is? It's
yeah.
Shuti Gatwa.
I'm going to leave that to
his
someone
name.
else just because I couldn't be bothered to look
And
it up.
he's well on Wikipedia. There's a pronunciation guide,
Oh, nice.
and he is another Scottish one.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
he's-
that. That'd be interesting.
Scottish Rwandan. Yeah.
I mean, we've had four. Damn. Four Scots so far. Because McCoy was Scottish as well.
McCoy Capaldi.
Oh, okay.
Tennant.
Oh, Tennant, of course. How could I forget he was? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just think of him speaking. Yeah.
I know,
as,
yeah.
as the Doctor. Yeah.
And so he'll be the fourth. And if it's running track for Scottish, the Northerners have got a 50-50 track at the moment, I
Yeah.
think.
Because
I really like that Scots.
Sylvester McCoy put out a nice video congratulating him. He was like, "Hey, another Scot!"
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
good. That's good.
and
Did you see
Judy Gatwa put out a video thanking him as well. It's really cool. Everyone's a big family.
Aw.
Oh.
Did you see Georgia Moffat's thing when she just put "Hello, Dad" and just congratulated him.
That's funny. I wonder if she says that to David Tennant
Everyone.
in the
Oh.
in the bedroom.
I'm sure she
I
does.
think that would be weird. I think.
Father.
Oh,
STD?
That'd be cool.
there's different
That'd be
types
cool
of
to hear
daddies
back.
when it comes to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't understand that. Like, I remember like someone explained it to me like a while ago, so I didn't understand, and I was just like, well, okay, that's just weird. No, I don't get that. I mean, each their own, but personally, I don't personally understand that.
Yeah, not really my thing
Um,
either, but fair enough.
No. Yeah, it would be great if she came back, if they brought her back, her character back.
Yeah. She's
That'd
just
be pretty cool.
She's gone. She's like
yeah.
Gendry in the boat. She's just
Well, they've done it in Big Finish.
Oh my god, yeah.
She had a series of Big Finish
Oh yeah.
I
stories.
didn't hear about that.
So
Yeah.
that's probably where they've continued it off.
Couple of things. Eric Effiong is his character's name in Sex Education. Also,
Okay.
he was born in 1992.
Oh Christ!
Oh,
It was
God,
also-
yeah.
If you just want
When-
to feel a bit like you've achieved
Oh.
enough, this guy's Doctor Who, for heaven's sake.
Well,
The
he's
exact
massive
same-
was 20,
yeah.
was 26 when he first
I know,
started,
but-
wasn't he?
But the thing, Alex, this guy's the exact same age we are, and he's now
No, I know,
Doctor
yeah.
Who. Look at where we
Yeah.
are now.
It must make you feel very, very old.
Not necessarily old, just like I've not done anything with my fucking life. I clean schools and make YouTube videos. That's kind of it.
At the same time.
At the exact same time.
Watch me clean.
Well, class, today we're going to be reacting to... I didn't know where to go with that without either it being too much, too weird. Yeah.
We're going to...
The Incredibles.
What?
We're reacting to The Incredibles. It's a Disney film, Disney Pixar. It's a brilliant film. Oh, that might be a contender for one of my favourite Disney films, actually, if you can include the Pixar ones. So
yeah,
it's
Disney
just
Pixar.
because it takes me back to the night after my birthday, and we were all in my room, like debating what's the better Disney film. That could be a
Right.
contender
Ah,
for
yeah.
my top ones.
What do you mean a few weeks, last week?
Yeah, when all four of us, including Ray.
I thought you meant like years ago, and I was like, I don't
Oh.
remember that. I was thinking,
Is that
Years
classic
and years
memory?
ago,
I know.
after the day after my birth.
oh, do you wait? No, I don't. I have no idea what day you're on about.
No, yeah, it was the day we all met up with Ray there as well.
It was less than a week ago.
Okay, no, that is one. I thought he was on about like years ago. I couldn't tell he was. I couldn't tell.
So you
Okay,
said that a
you
minute
are talking
ago,
about your
and
most
then
recent birthday.
we took that as a joke and did a funny, and then
Yeah, okay. I didn't understand sarcasm
you
sometimes.
thought we.
Oh my god. What I was gonna say, yeah. Are we still doing TV of the year?
Yes.
Can do. Hi.
What year were we on? I forgot.
2008.
2,308
2,308.
minus 300.
2,308. I don't quite have my scroll, but I do have a good textbook's worth.
Oh,
I literally have 4.
It's like not as much as I normally do. We're gonna hit a point where it's sort of like it slowly goes downwards now.
where the fuck is?
I don't watch as much nowadays.
Sorry, I thought I couldn't find my app that's a button when you press it. It says 8.
8,
8.
2008.
Oh,
Wait a
we got the
This
bit at the
No.
end because of the noise gate.
this isn't TV of the year. This is a game where you press a button and it says 8. I'm not having you form your opinion of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. Anyway,
Did you mention that last podcast?
Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Gonna say, if not, there's your review of it.
What I was referencing there was the demo of the original Stanley Parable from 2013,
Okay.
which was itself
Oh.
like an entire mini game and was hilarious.
Okay. Nice.
Very good game.
Okay.
Anyway,
Good game. Good game.
gamey game.
Oh. better mention it for the podcast. I did watch the latest Doctor Strange. Yeah, it's a good film. I wouldn't say as good as the latest Spider-Man one, but I'd recommend people watch it.
Shout out to YouTube thumbnail for spoiling one of the cameos in it for me.
Yeah. There's nice cameos for people out there.
I didn't catch the channel name, otherwise I would have just slagged them off live on the podcast.
Hang on, spoiler alert, is the cameo you're talking about Patrick Stewart?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I think you did say to me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember, but
Imagine that wasn't the cameo he was on about.
a nice
I was
little
thinking that.
No.
It's like when I was reading The Wheel of Time for the first time, and I was sat in the lunch room at work, and the break room, and someone else who's read it came up to me and said, "Oh, you're reading that? It's really good, isn't it?" Oh, yeah. We had a little chat about it, and he goes, "Have you got to the bit where blah 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 happens?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. Thanks for that."
I was 98% sure you had said Patrick Stewart when we were recording Minecraft. Nice little fact, though, is that I believe this version of him was based off of the X-Men animated series.
That's got a really good theme tune, but whenever I'm trying to think of it, all I can think of is the Crystal Maze theme tune.
No,
Dum 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 dum.
Okay, I see where you're going. But yeah, because when he entered, basically he's got the yellow wheelchair he had from the animated series. I think it was in the comics as well. I don't know what came first, but yellow hovering wheelchair, and as he entered screen, you get just a little motif of doo-doo-doo-doo-doo
Oh, cool.
in the background.
I love a motif.
Yeah. It's only short, and you just get this light hint of it, but it's sort of like, oh, I know what they were doing there. Yeah. I was surprised at who the villain of the story was. That was I didn't expect the villain to be who the villain was.
It's Peter Parker.
Just from like all trailers and all that bullshit that I'd heard beforehand. It was just like, oh, okay, that's what they're going with. That's interesting. Cool.
So in Dragon Ball Z, they beat Frieza, and then Frieza's brother comes to tell them off, and then Frieza's dad comes. Is it like that, but with Thanos?
It's Thanos' brother. Fandos, Fantras.
Fantres. Like Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Yeah. So, Doctor Strange versus Fandos. I mentioned that, damn it, I wish I'd been quicker with the Pokemon audio book, because I'd had an idea for a character that they stole from me.
They're like, they stole your idea.
Yeah, so now I have to rework Alex's character slightly. They didn't technically steal it, because I haven't released anything for that. But
it was. And you've had you've had the coronavirus faction, haven't you? It was they've got the wireless in there, the 5G. They got it wirelessly from you.
That's how they got it.
Yeah.
You can read your mind.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, makes sense. Never breaks sense. But yeah, good film. Recommend people who are a fan of Marvel. Anyway, just go see it.
Right.
I tried to make it a mini review. I do apologise.
No, that's fine.
Wound on a bit. TV of the year.
TV of the year.
Yeah. TV of the year.
So, it is 2008. So...
Ooh, time travel time.
That's the time travel theme now.
Yeah.
Alex, as is tradition, would you like to go first?
Okay, so I have 4. Because honestly, I just don't think I watched much TV that year. It's funny how these lists, the sort of list goes on. Like, there's a sort of an area where I just don't watch. I just look at it and I'm like, I just not watch anything that year.
Oh, that's going to start happening to me, I think.
Yeah, and I think this is one of those years. So my number 4 is Merlin. I actually haven't seen all the series. I watched the first few episodes and I enjoyed it.
I know I didn't watch all of them, but I know I watched 90% of the series. As it was broadcasting, I'd miss the odd episode, but I was able to catch up easily enough by tuning into the next one.
Featuring
I watched
Anthony
first
Head
episodes
as...
of season 1. Yeah,
It's a good.
he was,
It's a
I
good
like that
show.
he was in that.
Yeah, no.
John Hurt as the dragon?
I need to watch the rest of it. John Hurt in it, yeah.
John Hurt Dragon.
John
Yeah,
Hurt?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. John Hurt's Dragon. Yeah,
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Number
And
3.
Dr. Constantine, or I don't believe it, as Merlin's like teacher, guardian dude.
Oh, I don't remember him being in it. You know, if you meet him, you should go up to him and you should say to him, "I don't believe it." I bet he'd love that.
My, like, I can't believe that just they had a whole episode on just that gag. But yeah,
Graham Norton was in that one as well.
yeah, he was. He got trapped under the rocks, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
My number 3 is I kind of half watched this with Amy, but from what I did watch, it was pretty good. Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Ooh, no. Don't know that one.
That's a thing.
I think I've heard of it. I
it's-
don't really
it's-
know it.
I've heard, yeah,
I
I've heard.
don't think it would, I don't think it would be your guys' kind of thing.
Oh.
And usually it wasn't mine, but from what I sort of saw, I was like, it's got some pretty decent storylines. My second one, again, I watched the crap out of this when I was a teenager. Snog, Marry, Avoid. Anyone ever watched that?
Oh yeah, I know it.
Was
that
BBC
on
Three again?
BBC Three, yeah.
That was BBC Three, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I
vaguely remember.
used to like watching that.
Was that
and
the
my
one
number
that had like they spoke to a big CGI computer?
Yeah, I did
In like a weird booth, yeah. Oh god,
Suicide
actually,
booth.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
I remember-
look back on it now and think, oh, that was really crappy because they're
Back
basically
when we
saying
were-
to
yeah.
just be yourselves.
yeah.
Like that's essentially what the lesson they were teaching people was like, be normal, be like everyone else, and it's like, no, like people should have their own styles. And
Yeah,
have their
that's
own-
true.
You know, and I
Yeah.
the more I sort of thought about it, I was like, Jesus, that was a shitty program. what a crappy message they were sending.
Everyone's unique, but they shouldn't be.
Yeah, and it was just like I sort of noticed. I rewatched a few recently on YouTube, and I watched it, and I was just like, every makeover they just look like everyone else. They just look the same, and it's just like this is really like they look. They go from like being like, oh, this is like a really cool style. They look really cool to them just looking really boring.
They've even
It's just
begun
like,
blinking in
Come
unison.
on. But yeah,
Love that sound.
no, I enjoyed watching it when it came out. You know, it didn't. I don't think the show aged well.
You know. We've started to hit that era actually of
Yeah,
shows that might not have aged well.
I've got none of them in
Yeah.
mind.
I've got another
You're
one in the next one.
Completely PC person.
That's me.
That's what they
and
call
another
you,
one-
Police Constable Kristian.
That's me.
Sorry.
Yeah, I passed my exam. The bar exam, or was it the baton exam? I guess it would be.
I'm gonna put in my vote for what Alex's number one is, because it's probably
Okay, go on
going
then.
to be my number. But
What do you?
how can I say it without saying it? How is that close?
What?
Just say it.
Sorry, you cut
All
out
I
there.
heard was the word
Don't
how.
matter. How?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Just go.
No. My number one is Man vs. Food.
Oh.
Oh,
No. Okay.
What do you think
Am
it
I-
was?
Well, I'm gonna hold it off because I want to make. If it is this year, I want to
Okay.
keep it as my number one, and it'll be a nice surprise that it's my number one.
well, Man
Okay,
vs.
fair
Food
enough.
is of course the story of a post-apocalyptic Earth in which the genetically modified food has risen up and overthrown humanity, and one man has the power to take them all down and restore humanity to its rightful place atop the pantheon of mortals. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
According to both Wiki and IMDb, my number one was this year, so there's nothing wrong there. I just thought this would be on your list somewhere, Alex, because I think we watched some of it together, maybe? Back in college days when we were mates. We'll have to...
When we was mates.
When you were on,
when
when you
we
were on
were
that ship
mates.
together.
I'm trying to
we were
see. I'm trying to
shipmates,
look up
that's it.
when you're on that. I'm trying to see some exact.
Do you want do you want me to send you the IMDb or?
Yeah, do that. Yeah. On
But then would it spoil it for the two of you when I say it in the podcast? Should we just leave
Oh,
it
just-
and you can chuck
Let's
it on
leave
the
it.
list when I
Let's
say-
leave
yeah.
it for now. Well, it'll be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Big-
it'll be a nice surprise.
big surprise.
Surprise. And then you can just insert it somewhere into your list as accordingly.
Yeah.
Right,
Kristian.
Okay.
Kristian's picks. What are your picks for this year?
I've got a lovely pickaxe here, which you can use to dig up a council road.
Oh! It's a council axe from a council van. You're using it to dig up a council road. I'm reporting you to the council.
Cancelled.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. The translation of that is council, for the benefit of the tape. Council.
I'm just going to make
It's a little mini vampire on your windowsill. Council.
So I'm just going to make a note of cancelled as a potential
okay.
episode title.
Okay.
Right. Cool. So my
I'll get a
honourables
clickbait.
for this year:
Oh. Ooh.
Merlin,
Okay.
And-
yeah.
Ashes to Ashes, or Life on Mars 2.
You see, I've only
I haven't
watched the
watched that
first
yet.
1 or 2 episodes of Ashes to Ashes. Me and Race, because Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes were kind of the thing that got me doing reactions again in the first place, because there was a period with He Who Shall Not Be Named, when we did Doctor Who Series 9, that
Voldemort.
doesn't exist on the internets anymore. Then I stopped, and then me and Ray would just sit and watch Life on Mars, and we got like whole through Life on Mars and then 2 episodes through Ashes and Ashes before we realised we should just start watching stuff but record us watching it.
The
And
origin
that's how
story,
we
then.
kind of, yeah. But because we'd already watched a lot of both, we didn't start with those 2.
Yeah,
I think we started with classic Doctor Who because we wanted to get the Doctor Who views.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Cool.
no.
Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
You are
then
Sard.
my top 5. Number 5, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh.
Which is good. I've only seen one series of it so far, but it's good.
You love a bit of colons.
Yeah, a little bit of Colon Wars, and all your
I
colons
feel
been
like
in the
I've got a
wars.
bit of colon wars already, yeah.
It's a number 6 on the Bristol Stool Scale. Number 4 is Dead Set.
Oh,
Never heard of
that's
that one.
was it? That it was like a parody of Big Brother mixed with zombies.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember it
Zombies.
because
Oh,
we watched it in
that
college.
sounds very vague. Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar, actually.
written by
I think it was
Charlie
one
Brooker.
of the top things. Yeah, one of the
Did
top things
someone
they'd show
do-
us in college.
I was going to say, did someone do something like that in college? Like, didn't someone make a short film that was very much that idea? I swear someone did. Like, someone in our class, someone in our media class did something like that.
I wasn't in your media
Can't
class.
Okay, no, sorry, I might be misremembering.
I was in the class above.
No, I don't.
You're in the top set.
No, I was just a year. I was just a year ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He carried on after college, so he did better than I
yeah,
did.
not for much longer though.
No.
But yeah, that's very good. And Simon Pegg criticised it for doing fast zombies again, which is like not very kind of like George Romero kind of had pioneered the slow zombie thing, and that was
Yeah.
kind of like, if you're a purist, you think that zombies should be slow.
Oh, I see.
But Charlie Brooker bit back. He bollocked back by saying that, Romero had fast zombies in his films as well. And also what they had originally planned for the end of Dead Set was that you'd see the zombies being slow, shambling zombies once they'd been around for a while and started to rot. The idea being that initially, when they're undead, they're still like a full human person, but then as they start to rot, then they can't move as fast and they start shambling around, which is a cool
Makes
idea.
sense. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But they had to
Yeah.
cut that bit out for budget reasons.
Logical.
Yeah. Anyway, number 3, The In-Betweeners,
Yes.
which Which I think we mentioned this when we were talking about Skins, how I always thought it was just going to be like some shitty, this is what the ideal of student teenage life, but no one's life is actually like that, but it actually is quite the opposite, and my nan recommended it to me.
Yeah.
Number 2, Only Connect, the best damn quiz show on TV.
I haven't heard that one either.
Fair enough.
Brilliant.
I've watched a couple of episodes. I wouldn't say I know it well enough. From that episode we attempted, I definitely say I don't know it well enough.
Yeah, the thing I really like about it is it's very tongue-in-cheek
Yeah.
as well. So they started off, first couple of series, each question was behind a Greek letter. You had to say, can we have the beta, please, or whatever. And then a couple of series in, they were like, people have said it's too elitist, so we've got rid of the Greek letters. So, team whatever, please choose your first Egyptian hieroglyph. And they've started using Egyptian hieroglyphs from that point onward. When they moved from Channel 4, BBC 4 to BBC 2, their first question, the connection between the clues was backgrounds of BBC 4 idents, just to give them an excuse to say, oh, wasn't it better back in the BBC 4 days? Anyway, it's a very good show. Number 1 is Breaking Bad.
I still haven't watched that. I need to watch it.
Breaking Bad is bloody brilliant.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's obviously it's just a very good drama. The direction is phenomenal throughout. The characters are like real people with positives and negatives about them.
Watch the first episode. I need to watch the rest of it.
Is amazing as well. It's just an all-round phenomenal show. The story's great. And there's this whole thing about, you're rooting for the hero of the story, and he doesn't necessarily stay as the hero. It's
I heard it's
really
not
clever
really,
how they do it. And there's another character that's like a side character, and like I rewatched some of them, and there's a bit where you realise that actually this side character is the hero of the story.
Okay.
It's just so good, so good. Better Call Saul season 6 is ongoing at the moment as well. That's also very good. That's mine. Breaking Bad.
Fair enough.
You're goddamn right.
If
Ozzy.
he's sore, he needs to call a doctor or something, or get himself some ointment. Or...
Did you say something about an ichthyosaur? I kind of missed that.
No. I said if he's sore, then he should call a doctor or get some ointment or something. Better call sore.
Better call sore. Yeah.
Better call sore.
He's an apple. Is he a good apple or a bad apple? Find out. Only on AMC. There you are, AMC. Here's your fucking advert.
Oh, what's AMC?
I think it's the channel it's on. I may have made that up.
Oh, okay.
You mean
Well,
ABC? No, I don't know.
Unraveling my scroll, I'll open the notebook. Just didn't work.
It's on AMC. Okay. Oh, okay, I just heard that in the background, yeah.
There was Macoose port for the benefit of the...
Oh.
So... I know it's shorter because they all fit onto one Firefox window, one Firefox window thing.
Oh, they're not
because normally I have to split. I normally have to split them into like 3 windows worth, where I've got me honourables, me list, and then my top 10. But now it's all kind of just in one big list. I haven't needed to split them up, so we'll just go from furthest to
blurthest.
Bet. Or lowest to highest. Hovest. Lowest to hovest.
Lowest to hovest.
Yeah.
My father always said it were a bloody long way to go for a loaf of bread. It's a quote the Too Lonely sketch.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a loud washing in the background, if you heard that.
No.
So we have... No, I don't. There's Free Phonics. It was a CBBC show. I don't remember too much about it, but it was just basically 3 kids using music to fight. And it was very sort of...
Like phonics, like they teach in school to learn the letters.
Oh, no. no, it was kind of like, I don't know what came first, this or Scott Pilgrim or whatever, but it had sort of inspirations of that maybe, where like they'd play music and you'd see like the waves of the music coming out, and from what I can remember anyway, this is the least memorable thing on the list. Because next we move to Wolverine and the X-Men, which was just another.
Okay.
It wasn't the X-Men animated series, which is better, yes. But it was equally as good. I watched enough of it.
Okay.
Then we had Iron Man Armored Adventures. It's another superhero thing.
Oh.
Kind of chucked them together
When
because
was this after the Iron Man film?
this was the same year.
Okay. Was it related then, I guess?
I think took a bit of inspiration. Also, I don't know. They were slightly different because I remember the series. He was like a teenager to
Okay.
make it appeal to the kids, I guess. But following that, we have Rude Tube, which was
Oh, I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Evening Frame, wasn't it?
But for rude stuff off of the internet, an early sort of like internet collaborative type. What is it? It was the dawn of the try not to laugh videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following that, we have Hole in the Wall. I believe.
Yeah,
Bring
I heard
on
of
the
that. Never really
wall!
watched it.
Bring on the Wall. There we go. Following that, we have a Kamen Rider Kiba,
Ah.
which I've only seen like 2 episodes of, but it's pretty decent. It's sort of weird vampire-y based. The main character's like a vampire, but then it flashes back a lot to his like descendant hundreds of years ago, and it's okay. Following that, we've got Sorry, I've Got No Head.
Oh
Never heard of that
yeah.
one.
Which
With
is
the
like a
guy from The
CB
Thing that you've talked about 3 times.
I've mentioned it, yeah.
Just, no,
yeah.
not like because you've gone on about it. It's just it's come up a few times recently.
It's come up a couple
Yeah.
of times, yeah. And anytime you hear me just randomly shout, "He's a witch!" or "She's a witch," that's what I got that from.
Okay.
Because there was a sketch where one of them would it was like a modern day shop. A guy would come in a witch hunter outfit, try to get something slightly cheaper or something like that. Either way, something wouldn't go his way, and then the person who wouldn't make it go his way, he'd just shout, "They're a witch!" And then just an army of like witch hunter and peasants and stuff would march in, grab the person, carry them out, and then just all the other normal people just looking at the guy like, "Fuck." As a general, one of their reoccurring sketches.
Yeah.
Following that, I remember I really liked it, and I've got the DVD of it, but it's scratched so much I can't watch it anymore, so I need to get it again off eBay. It's so obscure that they don't even sell the DVD on Amazon.
Wow.
They sell it on Etsy.
I don't know, but it's called No Heroics, and it's something where if you search it on YouTube, you might find 3 to 5 clips worth, but not that many in terms of actual clips from the show. And yeah, it's gone really. I think it wasn't even a mainstream. I think it was like ITV2. It was like their first ever
Okay.
homemade sitcom type thing. It was just basically bunch of superheroes in their time off, and they'd all just sort of go to the pub and act like normal humans when they're not doing superhero shit.
No, but like Misfits in a way.
No, it was more of a
Okay.
more of a sitcom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've just realised what you were surprised Alex's number 1 wasn't, because I remember seeing it on IMDb. Sorry.
okay. No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I'll put it in the envelope and let you know.
We're only 1, 2, 3, 8, 10.
I'm probably
11. We're
completely
12
wrong.
more choices. But, anyway, following No Heroics, we have The Spectacular Spider-Man,
Oh,
which
Oh yeah.
maybe is definitely my favorite animated Spider-Man, I'd say. The 90s one's more
sorry.
nostalgic for me, but I really liked this one. Sorry. Go.
I've just
What?
realised the thing I saw was next year's because I looked at next year's today. So disregard.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm so paranoid because we've had so many times where it's been the wrong year, but both IMDb and Wiki gave me the right year for this. So,
Okay.
what was I on? Oh yeah, so Spectacular Spider-Man might be my favourite animated Spider-Man. Really good. Power Rangers Jungle Fury. This is one of a more decent series of Power Rangers, I'd say.
About some
It's
native
within my
South
top-
Americans who are very angry about the deforestation in Brazil.
No, it's more about like animal. It's like jungle cats, but there's also a lot of martial arts, kung fu based
Oh.
stuff. But yeah, it's good. Of the Power Ranger series, 80% of them I'd say don't watch, but this is within the 20% I'd say, oh no, that's a good series actually. I'd recommend that one. Following that, we have Hotel Trouble,
Make it
which
double.
was just
I
yes.
heard that.
You've not heard of it?
No.
No. I didn't. It was just one of those things I'd watch on CBBC a lot. It was just a sitcom within a hotel.
Okay.
Wasn't
Following that, a slightly
Mr. Wymie, was that in a hotel? Sorry, it's random thought.
I don't know.
It's the first thing I thought of when you said in a hotel.
Anyway, keeping on the CBBC sitcom, one that's slightly better, Danny's House, not connected to
yeah.
Tracy Beaker, but starring Tracy Beaker, not as Tracy Beaker, where she's got her own house with a family and shit. To sum it up.
And the toilet's blocked. Own family
Really
and
good
shit.
show. And it's been hard for me. I haven't been able to find the entire series for my TARDIS archives yet. There's a lot of like missing series and gaps within them. So that's a shame.
Yeah.
Following that, we have the sequel to The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, The Sweet Life on Deck.
Oh.
That's DECK
Where they
for the benefit of the tape.
they actually they drink too much in a bar and get press ganged into the US Navy. They have to serve 5 years in a submarine. Which has a deck, obviously.
You know those school, the boat schools everyone goes to, where it's just like a school but on a boat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They go on that for a couple of years. Enjoyed
Okay,
that
yeah.
show.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised they went for that. It's such an overdone, cliched thing. Everyone knows about the boat schools.
The boat schools, yeah. It's not a school that teaches you how to be a boatman,
How to be a boat.
and it doesn't teach you how to be a boat either. No,
Okay.
It is literally just a school on a boat. those great things we have, those realistic things. Anyway, moving on to realistic things. My next choice is Little Britain, USA. Yeah.
I
I watched the USA version.
I watched a bit of it. But
I
this
think
was
I
around
watched
the,
maybe 1 or 2 episodes. But, yeah.
this was around the time when I was kind of starting to get a bit tired of Little Britain. Like it'd run out of steam at that point.
Yeah, it has, but it was still fun,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Then we have the In-Betweener, previously mentioned on Kristian's list.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just maybe not so much the stuff they do, but just the way they talk to each other and stuff is so reminiscent of like when you're in school,
Yeah.
and just the way the friends act around each other. Following that, we have Engine Sentai Go Onja.
Oh.
Or Engine Sentai Go Onja. Ichini Sanshi Go Onja. 3, 2, 1. Let's go Onja. Anyway, Sentai for this year. It's a good. This is where we're gonna start getting a bit more Sentai higher up on my list, because
Sentai
it's around the 2008 to like 2014,
Late.
15 Sentais that I've watched most of them.
Okay.
When I got into Sentai, I kind of started on the the more recenter ones and just sort of went through them.
Now, Ozzy, this one had engine in the name. Is it perchance
Engine?
train related?
No, it's car related.
Fucking what?
Race cars. So we have anime race cars from another dimension with big googly anime eyes.
From the Cars dimension, the
we
Disneyland.
Oh yeah, no. There's multiple dimensions in this one. Again, multiverse isn't a new thing. So I think they're from like the engine dimension or something like that. So these beings called engines chase down the pollution ministers. They were.
Oh.
And basically, the bad guys have come to our world to spread pollution. There's a big message in there, but the entire series is just kind of a tongue-in-cheek parody, but homage to Sentai, but being serious at the same time. It's like it's taking the piss out of itself, but while still trying to make a serious Sentai series. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's why I really liked it. It was fun. It's really funny. I enjoy it.
Nice.
And oddly enough, one of the more light-hearted Sentai got adapted into probably the darkest Power Rangers series, which was about a post-apocalyptic single surviving human
Man
city.
versus food.
That's it. Yeah. No, good. We're in my top. We're onto my top 4 now.
Oh.
And my number 4 is once again another one of those things that isn't actually TV, but I'd rate it good enough that I like as good as some of the TV shows, and it's Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Board
Okay.
James.
Yeah.
But that was next
Board
year.
James. Oh, okay.
I'm getting confused with the list because I looked at next year today.
Oh well, it's a good reminder for me to put something on there next.
Yeah.
But no, Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got a web series on next year as well.
In some ways, as good as normal, probably even better. I don't know. I don't want to piss you off, Kristian, but yeah, in some ways, probably even better than Dragon Ball Z.
It's really good because it's not just a piss take, although it is a piss take. Number one, it's a loving piss take from fans of the series, which are always good, and number two, it is actually just a genuine abridged version of the story, which Dragon Ball Z is long.
And not even that, compared to a lot of the abridged series you get online, it's high quality acting, high quality editing.
Yeah.
It's
writing
they
as
put
well.
effort into it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they stopped doing it.
Yeah, they're not. Is it the Boo saga they're not doing?
Well, they hadn't even finished the Cell stuff. I don't remember them finishing it anyway.
I thought they were going to finish it, but it's a shame. Yeah.
Great shame.
I'd say I don't know what I'd say is better, this or Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Ooh. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged has more like classic jokes in it, more quotable one-liners and shit.
Yeah. And I'd say Dragon Ball Z Abridged kind of hit their stride a lot earlier, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged took a while to start getting into high-quality writing and jokes and editing. Whereas within maybe like the first 15 episodes of Dragon Ball Abridged, they'd already kind of hit the good spot and were just getting better from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably Dragon Ball in a way. Anyway, number 3, Merlin. As previously mentioned. I'm a big fan of the whole Merlin, Arthurian legend.
Well, you know what draws from Arthurian legend?
Oh.
Why? It's the Wheel of Time.
Buy me the audiobook, bitch.
I don't know if they're any good. I'd have to research it.
Check. Make sure they've not got shit cut out or whatever. I'm not too fussed at who reads it, really, as long as I get the story. It's just the only way I'm probably going to read them without reading them.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 2, Ben 10 Alien Force.
Oh.
It's the sequel to Ben 10. He's now like I think he's 5 or 6 years older. I think he's 15 in this one, and then he's 16 in the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, more aliens, more power, basically.
More Metabots?
No, we've had that was a while ago, wasn't it? Anyway, my number one. We've been waiting for this. It's being human.
Oh, okay, yeah. The reason why
BBC
that wasn't
Free
on there is
series.
because I think I saw one season, and I like that season, but I know there's more seasons. So,
I
and,
swear we watched.
I don't remember much. We did watch it. I remember we
the
did
first
watch it.
2 at least. I thought, but
I think it was just the first season we watched, and I did enjoy it. But I just didn't put it on the list. Sorry.
Okay, no, fair. I just assumed. I didn't necessarily think it would be your number one. I just assumed it would be somewhere on there. And when it got to the end of the list and you hadn't mentioned it, I was, I'm surprised you hadn't put that one there somewhere.
Can I introduce a plot twist?
Yeah.
That was the one that I thought, but then discounted because it was on next year's list.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, both.
And on Wikipedia, it says original release 2008 to 2013, but then next to Series 1, it says 2009.
Oh, nanny!
So I don't know what they're
confusing.
talking about.
Yeah. That's confusing, that is.
Does it give any kind of, like, date?
Oh yeah, set in Bristol, isn't it? I forgot about that.
Yep.
The pilot was in 2008, Series 1 started 2009.
Ah.
You can technically have that, though. The pilot...
This is one. Yeah, this is one of those. We've had this so often
Yeah.
with like the grey with the grey areas. We don't have to choose between black and white. We can have black, white, and grey.
Yeah.
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 Okay. But yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, really. I remember loving the shit out of this for the first couple of seasons, and then it just kind of dwindled off. But
Yeah, I
And I
do
think-
remember liking the
actually,
first season.
I think by the final series, everyone had left from all. It was like an entirely new cast. They just slowly disappeared each series.
Same with Misfits, though, wasn't it?
It was it was
Misfits.
kind of that same kind of thing.
Yeah. It seems like the storylines kind of just kept... I don't know if it was the same with Being Human, but especially in
remember, I
Misfits,
didn't.
the storylines kind of got just more boring as more of the cast left, if that made sense.
Yeah,
More of the original cast
because
left,
they
and it was like... I
spent
think,
so much time building up these characters that you'd grown to love,
Yeah.
and then they got rid of them and had to
And then
start
it's-
again. It's like, okay.
yeah. And it was sort of like, but I think by the time the last season... I don't think I've actually even seen the last season of
No, I
Misfits, because
only
there's...
watched the first couple.
Yeah, there's no... As soon as Simon left, I stopped watching, because I was like, well, I don't like any of these new characters. They're boring. And the
Yeah.
stories are boring, and
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much the same with Being Human, I'd say.
yeah.
I didn't finish that one either. So, but it started off good. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's all strong.
Well, yeah, there we go.
Cool.
That'd be my list.
That'd be released. Sorry, Alex, I didn't make a note of yours. But I forgot what it was. What was it?
Man
Man
versus
versus Food.
Man vs. Food, of course.
Van versus Mood.
Van versus Mood, Heeing Buman, and Baking Brad.
Oh,
Which I guess kind of works.
and Hoovis.
Yeah. Cool.
I do have to head off in a bit, because I need to make food. Need to make tea.
That's
No,
quite
fair,
alright.
fair.
As do I. Well, everyone, I hope
Oh,
the listeners I'm talking to, I hope you all enjoyed.
what's that? Is he stuck down the well again?
I hope. Oh fuck me! Emails. So much spam.
Emails.
We did get a genuine offer actually, but I don't think it was like a genuine offer to us. I think it was a genuine company that had kind of sent out scatter mail.
Okay.
An opportunity for something to do with Facebook gaming, but they didn't say what exactly.
Oh.
But I think that the company has this kind of weird sort of, this promotion company has like a sort of, almost like a loyalty program where you kind of like, you have to mention their product and then you get loyalty points or something like that. And then eventually you get,
okay.
that's what the impression I got. So I didn't pursue it. And also it's Facebook, so fuck them.
Yeah.
But like, if I'd looked at it and I've it turned out, I replied back and said, what's your opportunity? And he said, well, we're actually going to give you $5,000 to advertise this thing. I'd be like, yeah, all right. And then we'd split it 3 ways because, we're the only three here and no one else has to know about it.
We're the regulars.
Yeah.
When t'other one shows up for more than one-off things, then we can talk their share. But
Anyway, Inaudible, here at the Invisible Tower, we have strong morals and principles, and we will never sell out unless it's for a lot of money. That's pretty much my way of doing it. I'd never advertise something I didn't genuinely
a lot
recommend,
of money. If they had it,
unless they offered me a lot of money.
James Bond girl called A Lot of Money yet?
A lot of money, yeah, they should do. I feel like
isn't that?
I feel like that's probably in the Michelin Web sketch with the guess the weight of the fruitcake.
Oh
no, that's a lot of vagina, isn't it?
Oh,
no, that's Austin Powers.
Austin Powers is definitely a lot of vagina.
That's what I'm thinking of. Not a lot of money, a lot of vagina from Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was a circulatory system, wasn't it? Anyway, yes, thanks everyone. If you have a lot of money you want to give to us, please be my guest. I like Little Biscuits. I like private internet access VPN. I like Samsung
I like just
monitors.
cold hard cash.
Well, yeah, but we can't just advertise the Bank of England. The interest rates in that aren't as high as the actual interest rates.
Basically, please give us money because we can't afford our own house.
To live.
We can't afford to live at the moment. Not with the rise, not with the living crisis. Fucking hell.
That's why we're all just crammed in a small little shed somewhere together.
That's it.
Podding shed.
We're stacked one on top of the other in like a cabinet.
Yeah.
At this rate,
it's just podcasters all the way down. Sorry.
At this rate, we'll probably need to get a fucking share a house together to be able to afford to get anywhere.
Oh, like when all the vloggers live together. We'd be like pod house.
Yeah.
We could we're all joking, but if we all did get a house together, we could literally call it the Invisible Towers.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we looked into it like a while ago, but Bristol made it quite difficult for share people to share now because there's some really stupid law they introduced. Ugh. I don't know what kind of law was. Yeah.
And on that bombshell. Oh, okay. No.
No, that bombshell.
I thought you wanted to go. It's time to end. Thanks for listening, everyone. Back next week for more week.
Whatever.
Spelled differently. Yeah. Next time, bye.
More week content.
Exactly.
There we go. That's what the content will do to you.